Hi everyone. It is Wednesday, August 6th, 9:30 at night. Nitrous here with 2 N's and a new spelling as of last month. This is the new intro for the Walking Dead chapter. So yeah, I mean when I streamed on Monday, I didn't run into any Walking Dead characters. There was this one match where Michonne was there, but then the killer quit the game, so we didn't really get to play and I didn't really get to see Michonne. But yeah, this is the new Walking Dead load-in screen for those who missed Monday's stream. I mean, last week I streamed the Resident Evil 2 remake, Leon, then Claire's campaigns. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be playing Dead by Daylight for who knows when. I'm supposed to technically retire from streaming in a way where I get rid of my Monday-Wednesday schedule, but I've kept this up for so long that I'm accustomed to like showing up, and it also helps my workday go by faster. And I guess I got an idea that there are some people that actually look forward to watching my streams for some reason, but I appreciate you guys. So thank you for giving me purpose. I will continue to bother you until you no longer want to be bothered. But I guess I'm just maintaining a Monday-Wednesday schedule. I might get rid of it on my channel, and then but I'll still stream during that time, but at least it's a lower pressure on my end, if that makes sense. I don't know what to do for tonight. I mean, like, when I did my perk challenge, it gave me purpose. It gave me something to do on Dead by Daylight. And I don't want to go over the perks I didn't go over for the new survivors. So what I do now is I just play a minimum of 5 games, and then I see how I'm feeling from there. If I want to play more, if I want to quit, if people want me to play more, like, it's really low stress, low pressure. Oh right, today we are going to try out the new Fog Vial. I think that was the thing for today. It's a new item with this Walking Dead update. So there's like, I guess, certain levels of the Fog Vial. There's like, the brown one, Apprentice Fog Vial, and then currently I have equipped the Artisan's Fog Vial, and then I think there's a purple one, but I haven't come across that in the Blood Web yet. But basically, according to what it says here, it releases fog, and for the green one, it lasts for 10 seconds, expands to a maximum of 8 meters. I'm American, so I don't know what meters mean. I just eyeball it in the game. But while you're inside the fog cloud, auras are suppressed, so you can't see the killer. Killer can't see you, even if you have perks to see each other's auras. And survivors leave no scratch marks and make no sound. I think this also applies, like, if you're wounded. And I guess we won't hear Leon making his Leon sounds in the fog cloud. And no scratch marks, so the killer can't track you down. It's supposed to, like, pretty much help you get away from the killer. I know they introduced this concept during, it's not Chaos Shuffle, I think it's a Lights Out mode. Or something like that. It's like it was one of those, like, limited time arcade, like, other game modes, where you would drop a fog vial, and then this cloud would come up, and then it would allow you to run away from the killer. Or at least lose track of the killer, or have the killer lose track of you. But apparently with this one, it says it recharges over 65 seconds. So, unlike, like medkits or toolboxes, this one recharges. It's not like a one-time use. I was confused who this character was. That's Felix in a Resident Evil cosmetic, I think. No, it's not Resident Evil. I was thinking of Chris. I think that's another cosmetic from another video game, but I cannot recall off the top of my head. I don't play as him. We got Steve, we got Lara Croft, and we got Leon. You know, these people actually look like horror survivors. Because, you know, Dead by Daylight has these funky cosmetics that are very, like, bright and flashy. Like, these people actually look like they're ready to survive a horror game. So, that's fitting. This thing is hilarious. I guess this thing is named Jim. I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing on the Facebook community page. It's hilarious, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna be rambling. If people want to, like, ask me invasive questions, feel free to. I'm an open book. Or just say something to get my ADHD going. If you haven't been here, 2 weeks ago, or actually, 2 weeks ago, I saw a psychologist and I was diagnosed with ADHD, which is funny. Because apparently I've had that my whole life. But I was still a very good student. And I think it's because I didn't know I have it. And because I didn't know I have it, it wasn't in the back of my head. And I wasn't self-sabotaging or self-limiting myself, you know? Oh my gosh, it's the RPD map. We're gonna have a good night tonight. I really hope this is a good game. Because I love it. And it's Wesker too. Cool. Cool. Because the map offerings, they nerfed it to where it's only a 20% chance of getting the map instead of a guaranteed chance. It doesn't stack, so even if I put in the map offering and like 2 other people put in the same map offering, it doesn't increase your chances. And so it's just a waste, pretty much, and I don't like wasting my RPD badges. Okay, Wesker. Release Fog. I honestly don't know how this works, but I want to save it for emergency. Ooh. Wesker, what are you doing? Okay. Let's see if this works. Oh my gosh. Wesker! Wesker, please, I was just playing around. That was hilarious, though. He almost didn't see me there. Oh no, they were almost done with their gen. I'm so sorry. If you go away, I can help repair this. Wesker, go away. It's cool that it recharges. It's cool that I can keep reusing it, is the thing. Okay, Wesker's going that way. So I should stay this way. That's cool, I guess. I mean, it doesn't completely block the killer's view, but it would throw him off. Because killers, like, as a survivor, you know, you're in third person. As a killer, you play in first person. And I don't play as killer, but I know that a Fog Vial would throw me off. Especially if you're not an experienced killer. I really like how this Fog Vial recharges. It's not like a med kit where, like, once you use it up, it's done. Like, I can reuse this for the rest of the game. That's cool. I feel like they're gonna nerf it, though. I feel like they're gonna nerf it. Just because the fact that you can reuse it for the entirety of the game just seems a bit OP from a killer's standpoint. I'm gonna stand on business and get this gen done. Everything's asking what's my favorite type of workout. I don't know, I like doing sword drills. Like, I bought a sword, like last summer. I joined sword school. I signed up for sword school and I quit because they raised their membership prices while also limiting like the amount of class time, I guess. And it just wasn't worth it. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm here. I'm here, Steve. Just in time. Just in time. That fog vial is so funny. This poor Wesker, though, isn't really, Wesker isn't really great, to be honest. So as long as I escape this match, I get to keep my fog vial. What was I talking about? My favorite type of workout. Alright, sword school. Yeah. But the thing is, I bought a sword. I bought an actual sword, a competition grade sword. It's worth $700. It was forged in Slovakia. Because, America makes guns, not swords. It's Europe that forges swords. Why are we all here? Why is no one working on a gen? I'm gonna work on a gen. Oh yeah, it does block Leon's moaning in the fog. That's cool though. Ah, oh, darn. I know. Got me there, Wesker. Got me there. Right, workouts. So I got a competition grade sword, and swords are like 5 pounds, which, it doesn't weigh a lot, but if you're swinging it around for an hour, it gets heavy, and your arms get tired. So I think that's my favorite workout, just doing sword drills in my backyard. Yeah. I mean, also you can't go wrong with push-ups, Steve, heal me. Steve, heal me. Steve! But yeah, you can't go wrong with push-ups, and Anthony says sword workouts are always You wouldn't know, you don't do sword workouts. I'm a weird person. When I had my psychology appointment, and, the psychologist was, asking me about my hobbies and stuff, and I said, well, I do archery, and I like sword fighting and everything. He said, well, first of all, I think you were born in the wrong century, and I think that's funny. Hey, man. Don't kill ourselves on hook. Don't you want healing, man? Don't you want healing? Okay, I guess so. Shit! Darn. I'm so close. I was so close to that pallet. Back here, though. Anthony says he likes swimming and walking and weights last. I mean, it's a sport, a workout. Like, swimming is considered a sport, right? It's not... I mean, I I guess you wouldn't call it swimming. Like, if you're in the pool, you can do, like, arm workouts, leg workouts, but it's not considered swimming? I don't know, I always consider swimming a sport. But I wish I had a pool in my backyard. I feel like I would take advantage of that. Can't go wrong with walking. It's just that I feel like walking is too boring for me, but then I'm also too lazy to, you know, do anything. And we don't have enough weights for me to do weights. We have like one 20-pound dumbbell, and it's in my brother's room. So, I don't know why we don't have more. Weights are cool, but it's kind of boring. Yeah, I feel that. It's funny, I just get to release that Fog Vial for as much as I want. Okay, we need to work on a gen. Okay, Wesker. I think we 3-gened ourselves. Oh my gosh. They better not be up here, I swear. I can't tell if they're above me. Okay, well, there goes my Fog Vial. I feel like Wesker was particularly targeting me because I'm Leon. I think this is my fault for saying, Wesker's not really getting any hooks, and I think we got cocky, and all the gens are on one side of the map, so it's easy for him to monitor. Oh well. At least we saw how a Fog Vial works. I think that's pretty cool. The thing is, we're gonna run out on Leon, so... Anthony's asking, would I rather have Nightwing body or a red body? Do you mean Red Hood? No, let me look at these add-ons. Oily Sap increases fog duration by 2 seconds, and purple increases the cloud by 2 meters. And what's this red one? Increases opacity by 5%, decreases duration by half, decreases the size by 25%. And, you know, I guess we'll give this a try. Red Hood. I mean, I'm just gonna pick Red Hood because that's like the character I want to get into. I have volumes 1 through 4 of the Red Hood and the Outlaws, the new 52. I bought it. I bought it 2 weeks ago. I haven't read it yet, but I'll get to it. Just knowing I have ADHD is weird because, like, there is, you know, I don't want to say something wrong with me, you know, but, like, I do have this thing where it will prevent me from getting tasks done, especially simple tasks or, you know, tasks that can be easily accomplished. I mean, I've struggled with that my whole life, and the way my psychologist explained it is that there's a dopamine imbalance in my head, and the dopamine increases when I do things at the very last minute because I get this rush, you know. And it makes sense. I mean, like, you know, I was a good student, straight A student, graduated high school with honors, graduated college as an English major with honors, summa cum laude, which is top of my class, the top 2% of my graduating class, 3.85 GPA, which is, I guess, hard to attend in college, or hard to attain in college. And then an English major. So that's a lot of reading and a lot of writing essays. Like, people already hate writing 5-page essays. I wrote 15-page essays. And I got an A on all of them. I mean, 3.85 GPA. So, even though I have ADHD, like, apparently my psychologist said I've had this my entire life. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, if I have ADHD now, I most likely had it since birth, you know? Especially since I procrastinate often. Oh, hey, look, it's Daryl. Cool. These people actually look like survivors in a horror game. So, that's cool. But yeah, so it's like, I don't want to see it, because especially since I'm done with school, right? Okay, there's people in the chat. Vivian! Hi! Yeah, ADHD. And Anthony says, yes, I've always been late and done things last minute too. So we probably all have ADHD in this chat. Here's the thing I want to get at. The thing with like, you know, with diagnosis, with ADHD diagnosis and stuff, that hasn't been as common back then when I was a student compared to now. Especially now, you know, people are more aware of, you know, mental health, mental illness, you know, stuff like that. So like it's been becoming a lot more common. A lot more people are getting diagnosed compared to people back then. And I feel like this affects a student because I feel like if a student, I'm thinking like high school age, you know, because I work at a high school. I'm 28. I'm just putting that out there. I'm 28 years old. I feel like as a student, if you are diagnosed with something that has a negative connotation, it's going to affect you negatively. You're going to be like, this is a general assumption. Whereas, like, I guess if I was a student and I was diagnosed with ADHD, that would live in the back of my head. And then I would, like, I guess, live up to it or make excuses for it. I'm actually not sure how I would go about it. But it's like, now that I've been diagnosed with it for 2 weeks, when I'm aware that I am, you know... Oh my gosh, this Fog Vial is stupid. When I'm aware that I have it, and I'm aware that I'm procrastinating on something, I start making excuses for myself. Like, oh, I can't get this done because I have ADHD, and then I'm not making any efforts to make improvements because I know it's not... It is something that can be, you know, helped. I mean, my psychologist offered medication, but I don't want to take medication for the rest of my life. And so my therapist said we can just focus on behavior therapy. You know, like trying to find ways where I can shift my habits or find ways that can make ADHD more bearable for me to deal with. Like loopholes, basically. Like, it's just rewiring the way I do things, because I guess with ADHD, I don't function the same way a normal person would who doesn't have ADHD. And so for me, it's just like, not really saying, I guess, Daryl, lock in, please. Anyways, so it's not that, you know, I'm limited or there's something wrong with me, or if you have ADHD, there's something wrong with you. It's just the fact that you have to do things differently than other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh, that should have gotten me, but it didn't. How is that not shooting me? I'm not cheating, I swear. Man, that's not gonna do shit. Oh shit. No. I'm gonna be here. No, please. Fuck. But yeah, like I was saying, with ADHD, it doesn't mean that you're limited. It just means that you have to find a different path, you know? It's like, okay, I'm trying to find a nice way of explaining this. It's like let's say you're a mermaid, right? And you have to get from point A to point B. And there are two paths. One is a river, and the other one is a dirt road. See, a normal person who isn't a mermaid, and, you know, that has two legs, would most likely take the dirt road, because that person has two legs that can walk. But you're a mermaid with a fish tail. It's not saying something's wrong with you, it's just saying you need to take a different path that best suits you. Does that make sense? Am I explaining this right? I've only been diagnosed with it for 2 weeks officially, but the fact that I've had it all my life is just making me like rethink my entire life. I feel like this doesn't really affect me now as much as it would have if I was a high school student or even a college student. I mean, it did, but I didn't have the label. You know, like, I procrastinated the hell out of shit. And I was sleeping at 3, 4 in the morning working on homework. I was known for being nocturnal. I'm still nocturnal now. My therapist says that ADHD people are more active in the later hours. At night. Or in the evening. And that's okay. It doesn't mean nothing's wrong with you. It just means you do things differently. And you have to find ways that work for you in order to get from point A to point B differently. Like, just pretend you're a mermaid, and there are two paths, like a river, I guess, and a dirt road. There's nothing wrong with you if you're unable to take the dirt road. It just means you have to find a different way to get from point A to point B. You can just swim through the river. Does this make sense? Is anyone listening to me ramble? I'm just trying. I mean, like, the fact that I had the official diagnosis also means I can joke about it. So, I can joke about myself. So, yeah. I am pending for an autism test. I requested my psychologist for an autism test, and they said they would have to order that from somewhere else because it's more specialized. Like, the psychologist I went to is more specialized in ADHD, and if I want to be tested for autism, you know, they have to order that, and I'm like, yeah, sure, because I feel like I have the tism, you know, especially with how hyper-fixated I get on things. Like, if I like something, I like something, and I let it consume my entire life. So, yeah. I hope anything I said there is valuable and makes sense. But yeah, but like, the fact that ADHD, like, being diagnosed with it, you know, like, actually having that label slapped on me and realizing, like, yes, I do have this limitation. It doesn't make me less than, it just means that I have to find ways... I have to find ways to accommodate myself, if that makes sense. Shit. Is no one going to save Nancy? Okay, someone save Nancy. Fuck. Oh yeah, we only have one gen done. I finished a gen. I was being productive. I was also talking about ADHD and mermaids. So, yeah. How's the volume, by the way? Because I've been watching my VODs, and, like, my voice is really loud, especially since, you know, I stopped using the webcam, and I'm using an actual mic instead of, like, my headset mic. So my voice is loud. Or louder than usual, so I, like, turned up the game volume. Do I sound okay? Sounds good. Okay, is the game too loud, or am I too loud? I mean, we get to hear Leon sounds louder. Cool! Thank you, Vivian. Are you ready for the first day of school? Because I'm not. I'm not supposed to be back, but I am. This killer probably hates me. Killer probably hates me and my Fog Vial. Gabriel, if we can get the killer away from the main building, I can finish our gen. Like, when you're being chased, why are you looping the main generator that we're trying to work on? Like, lead the killer away. Lead the killer away, please. If we wait till we're ready, we'll be waiting for all eternity. I need to get that framed somewhere. Because, you're right. And it's because of that mindset that I started doing things by myself. Vivian, I'm not sure if you were here the previous streams where I just kept talking about Warped Tour. You know, that music festival in Long Beach. I went by myself just to watch Black Veil Brides perform. And they were the last showing. And this was a very last-minute decision. Like, the event took place Saturday, and I decided to go Friday night. Friday at 8 p.m. I was looking for tickets. But yeah, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I stop waiting for people to like be available to come with me. Just because I guess my friends and I just don't share similar interests. And most of the times they're often busy because our work schedules don't align. And I need to stop waiting for them to be available, you know? I need to stop waiting for them to be available. And, I just need to start doing things by myself. The fact that I'm presenting more masculine helps. Hold on, chat, I need to lock in. No, Nancy! No! No, Nancy, no! Go, Nancy. Go, Nancy. Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, team. I know I should have just left. Protect Nancy! I did this for Steve. It was my inner Steve that possessed me to do this. But yeah, like, the fact that I'm presenting more masculine, just, helped me be more confident. Especially going out by myself. Nancy died for nothing. I'm so sorry, I should have just left. That was an embarrassing game. Wait, I lost my Fog Vial, because I died. It's already a tough road, Leon. Shut up. Well, hold on, chat. Let me put up an ad while I get my shit together. I'll be right back. But if you're part of the Leon Subcommunity Club, you're gonna keep hearing me ramble while I work on this blood web trying to find another Fog Vial. They're so rare! And I think they're rare because you can reuse them. Hello. Please. I would love a Fog Vial. I don't want to play as Steve, I want to play as Leon, but Steve has more Fog Vials than Leon. Oh my gosh. They're not giving me shit. Why is this so difficult? They want me to play as Steve. I have more Fog Vials on Steve. I'm not being Scoops Ahoy Steve. There we go. Yeah, we have a lot more Fog Vials on Steve, whatever. Okay. Okay, I guess. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from the ad. Whatever ad played. I guess we're playing as Steve, because we can't get any fog vials on Leon, but they're giving it all to Steve. So we got brown ones, which the cloud lasts for 8 seconds. Green ones last for 10 seconds. A blue one lasts for 12. I don't know if there's a purple one. But we're gonna save this one. I don't know why I save it. Because you can't anticipate what kind of game you're gonna get. I guess what I mean by saving is I'm saving it for when I play with friends and we want to make it fun, I guess. But yeah, we're playing as Steve. We're playing as Steve because he has all the vials. He's hogging them all. Oh, and also my goal for this year, for the rest of this year, is to get Steve up to Prestige 100. Because, Ada was my goal for last year, and we brought her up to Prestige 100 back in February. And then the goal shifted to Leon. But we got Leon up there very quickly. I guess thanks to, like, the blood hunts and the anniversary event with all these, coconut scream pies. We got fuck ton of blood points for Leon. The thing is, I'm trying to get Steve up to Prestige 100, but I'm still spending all my blood points on Leon because I'm trying to find a fucking fog vial for him. I think the fog vials only show up if you use, like... I'm trying to show it. It's the blood web thing, where you can quickly skim through the blood web levels, you know? Because for Leon, I go level by level, because I prioritize my RPD map badge, like my RPD map offerings. But I think if you want the fog vial, you have to, this is beautiful. You know, just like 5 coconut scream pies, and that beam that you just saw. But then my mouse cursor, like, ruined it, but, you know, it's whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try that with Leon. I'm going to just rack up blood points. I'm not even going to spend it for the rest of this night. I'm not going to spend blood points. I am going to keep playing until I reach 1 million blood points, and then I'm gonna spend it all on Leon, and then Leon should get some fog vials in his inventory. Oh shit! Fuck me! That's Ghostface. This was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. No wonder people were running and it was too quiet. I'm like, I bet it's a stealth killer, and it was. At least the basement isn't here. Also, I'm the opposite of the Steagle. If you don't know what the Steagle is, that's a nickname for Steves that scream a lot. There's a perk that where if you look at the killer, you scream. And it's so hilarious. But then killers also have perks that would make you scream, and when you scream, you give away your location. It was just so annoying to me that I equipped this perk called Calm Spirit that prevents you from screaming, so I'm the anti-Steagle. I am not living up to the stereotype. Anthony's asking me, would I rather fight an army of zombies or those huge flies from Resident Evil 4? Zombies! I feel like from all the games I played in my life, I am more equipped to deal with zombies than giant flies from Resident Evil 4. Can someone save me, please? Thank you. Also, someone keep me talking. I have ADHD and I'm gonna embrace it. I feel like that's useful for streams. Because if you have ADHD, you can, like, talk about anything. because the conversation never really ends. Like, you will get distracted by so many things, especially in-game. And then you're gonna lose track, you're gonna go off topic, and you're gonna ramble about random shit. And I just need someone to activate that. And it's useful for streams because it keeps me talking, and if I talk about interesting things, it'll keep you guys engaged and interested, and the more you will listen to me. I feel like these streams have just been like VODs, or like not VODs, vlogs. Vlogs of me. I thought Feng was the killer and I panicked. Yeah, I thought, so these streams are like vlogs where I just talk about my life. Because it's crazy. If you like watch a VOD from like a year ago, I am a completely different person. It's hilarious. Oh, the gen's done here. Okay. I'm a completely different person. I mean, like, if you look at my ID card, I took my staff ID picture today, and I look so fucking different compared to 1 year ago. It's hilarious. So yeah, and like, even my voice sounds different. I've been trying to deepen my voice. I'm not sure if it's noticeable, but I'm trying to deepen my voice and make it sound natural and not like I'm mocking someone with a deep voice. But, yeah, Anthony says, what's the last show I binge watched? I don't fucking know. I don't watch shows. I watch YouTube shows. But like an actual show, I really don't know. I can't tell you. Oh, shit! I mean, I binge watched Ghosties on YouTube, if you want to count that. Ghosties is a podcast of these two girls. It's cozy horror vibes. They are on a couch with a blanket. They drink tea and talk about spooky, scary stuff. And it's great. I love them. That's the last thing. That's the last thing I binge watched. It's not an official show, but I did binge them. And Vivian asks, have I ever hyperfixated on anything? So many things! Holy shit! Okay, let's go down the timeline. Started when I was a kid. I was in kindergarten. I was into dinosaurs. I knew how to spell Brontosaurus, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Iguanodon. As a kindergartner! I was obsessed with dinosaurs as a kindergartner. But then second grade, it moved to horses. For the rest of elementary school, I was known as Horse Girl. I loved horses. Yeah. And, middle school, it was Narnia. I was known as Narnia Girl, middle school. It was so annoying, I think I was low-key bullied for it, because Narnia was not interesting. Fang! I'm just gonna keep activating my Fog Vial. I love that it doesn't, like, deactivate. And I basically have unlimited uses. Let's see. Narnia. And then high school was Hunger Games. And Divergent. Oh, shit! Fuck me. Fuck everyone. Fuck everyone in this game. Like, go after Fang, not me. What the fuck are you doing? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He should not be following me. Okay, he's following Fang. Oh, shit! Please! I want peace! Okay, Hunger Games Divergent High School. And then after high school, throughout college, it was for a year, for a good year, was Assassin's Creed. And then, oh, there's a gen. And then it went to, Star Wars. And then Star Wars was Resident Evil. And now I'm currently hyperfixated on Black Veil Brides, which is the first music group I've ever been invested in. I've never been invested in music. Like, I listen to all types of music. I guess I liked, for a while, I liked Taylor Swift's old music, and I liked Ed Sheeran, because I used to play the guitar back then, and their songs are guitar-friendly, and easy to play on the guitar. I just feel like Ghostface is gonna jump scare me anyways. So like mainly Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift back then, just because their songs were easy to play on the guitar, but then I stopped playing the guitar and I was just listening to whatever sounded nice on the radio. It could be anything, really. And then I just got into Black Veil Brides back in February, and I've listened to literally nothing else. So yeah. I mean, I went to Warped Tour just to see them live. And Warped Tour is like, I guess, a $200 event. But I got my ticket for $50. I mean, one of my friends said that it's not worth it to go to Warped Tour for just one band. Because if you don't know how Warped Tour goes, I mean, this is my first Warped Tour, so I'm describing it how, like, a beginner describes it. It's a music festival. You got all these bands lined up, and I saw Black Veil Brides was performing, and like I guess it's like a $200 event. But some people couldn't make it anymore, so they were reselling it. Some reasonably priced at $130. Others like just want to get rid of the ticket and get some money back, so they priced it at $50, which is what I got it for. And I went by myself, and Black Veil Brides was playing last at 9:20 p.m. And so I was there since 10:30 in the morning. So I was there for the whole fucking day, waiting for Black Veil Brides to perform live, and I was near the front of the stage, and it was worth it. That's how hyperfixated I was. I went by myself. This was my first Warped Tour, and my first time going alone to something like that, so I was crazy. Ghostface, please. This is gonna be the worst hiding place ever. Anyways. Vivian says, okay, yeah, I went off tangent. Vivian says, I read Narnia in 6th grade for English. I didn't know Narnia was required reading. But, yeah, I got into Narnia because of Prince Caspian. It was 2008. I watched the movie, and I was so obsessed with Prince Caspian. You know, looking back, ever since I made the discovery that every male fictional character I've been obsessed with, I did not have a crush on them. I looked up to them as role models, the same way a young boy would look up to a superhero, you know? The way Anthony feels about Spider-Man, that's how I felt about every fictional male character I've ever obsessed over. But just because I was a girl, people automatically assumed that I had a crush on those characters. And I didn't know how else to describe it, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I have a crush on them. But if I have a crush on Prince Caspian, why was I trying to look like him in middle school? Like, middle school, my hair was like shoulder length, trying to look like him. And my hair now is short, trying to look like Andy Black. Embarrassingly so, because I am 5'2", and Andy is 6'2". Same height as Anthony. But yeah, hold on, chat, I need to lock in, I guess. So yeah, like, I didn't have a crush on these male characters. I have a very intense admiration for them that made me want to look like them. I feel like this Ghostface has barbecue and chili. Oh shit. I'm just gonna keep releasing the fog, I don't care. I go back for Kate. I don't think we're gonna be finishing that last gen. But yeah, I looked up to Prince Caspian. He was my obsession throughout middle school. I'm gonna hide in here. Ghostface finds me, then whatever. But yeah, those are my hyperfixations. Dinosaurs, horses, I guess Pirates of the Caribbean. And then Star Wars, the Clone Wars for a little while. I was there when Clone Wars first started. And then Narnia, then Hunger Games, Divergent, Assassin's Creed, Star Wars, Resident Evil, now Black Veil Brides, which is the first non-fiction thing I've ever obsessed over. It sounded close. I dropped it in time! I dropped it in time! Oh, man. Oh, no, now he's gonna mori me! He's gonna mori me. He's gonna mori me. Fuck. Oh, man. Whatever. Kate was a G, though. The way she tried to get away with healing me, that was hilarious. I'll give her a thumbs up. Kate, I gave you a thumbs up. That was funny, though. I guess we're gonna continue to play as Steve, just because, you know, all the fog vials are with him. I'm having too much fun with this. I'm gonna equip a green one, just so it, like, lasts a little longer. Let's see, we're gonna go with this, and we're gonna decrease the cooldown. While I look for a match, I'm gonna put up another ad. And it's just a minute 30, so... Well, if you're part of the Leon Sub Kennedy Club, I guess we're still here. You can ask me whatever you want for the next minute, 16, 15 seconds. Anthony's asking, what's my favorite Spider-Man suit? I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna go with Andrew Garfield. Or the emo Spider-Man. The black one. Yeah. The Venom one. Or Spider-Noir, if we want to go into the Spider-Verse territory. What about you? Is it Andrew Garfield? Welcome back from the ad. We are still looking for a match. And I think I showed that I was looking for a match before starting up the ad. And then by the time the ad finished and we're still here, we know it takes like a minute 30. Ada! Now I have to be Leon. Let's see, let me just do 5 levels. Actually, no. Okay. We'll do one more game and then we'll spend blood points on Leon, see if we can get more fog vials. Anthony says his top 3 Spider-Man suits are Amazing Spider-Man 2, the new Tom Holland suit, and Miguel O'Hara's. You know, typical answers. Non-problematic answers. I'm indifferent either way. Spider-Man's not really my favorite superhero. Not saying I don't like him, he's just like, I'm not hyper-fixating over him. The thing is, I can never hyperfixate over Batman. Like, if I had to pick a favorite superhero, I would actually pick Batman. At least on DC side. For Marvel, I would go with Hawkeye, obviously. But it's also like I don't obsess over them the way I obsess over my other obsessions. That makes sense. My favorite Batman suit, Battinson. I call him Battinson. You know, Robert Pattinson. Battinson. Okay, I am going to try to get a gen done in the middle of the map, because that is the smart strategy. Is that the fucking Tokyo Ghoul? Where is he? Where's that punk? Shit. Okay, he went for someone else. And I will be determined to get this done. If I can just keep an eye on this killer. Anthony says Banson's his favorite suit too. Cool! Apparently my brother bought a gaming laptop because he said that there are a lot of games that he wants to play that are only available on PS5. But instead of buying a PS5, he got a gaming laptop. And I'm like, are you sure the games you want are available on PC? So I guess my brother's becoming a PC gamer. No way Tokyo Ghoul lost me in the fog. Anthony says, a nice PC gaming laptop is nice, but it's like 1,000 or more. My brother has that army deployment money. He's fine. And also, I think he's going back to school, spring semester, so he will need a computer. Cause back when my brother still attended college, like, I guess he and I shared, like, he and I still lived, like, you know, we used to live in an apartment, and my brother and I shared the same room. And, my brother would borrow my computer. And since the computer is now in my room, like 24/7, and we make a point of not visiting each other's rooms often, unless it's an emergency, I think it is a smart investment to get a gaming laptop, because it's a gaming laptop, it has high performance, but you can still use it as a regular computer, you know? So, good for him. $1,000 actually sounds cheap for a gaming laptop. You know, these Fog Vials aren't as great as, I thought. The killer can still see you, if you're not smart about it. Wait, I have Deliverance. I can get myself off. It sounds weird out of context. Yeet! Fuck everyone. Deliverance represents me in real life. Like, I have to do shit myself. Can I repair? Hello? Okay. If anything, I'm waiting on my retro check because apparently San Diego Unified School District employees got like a 1.5% raise, which is something, and it was effective either last year or this year, but I'm expecting basically $1,000 check by December, and I'm going to use that money on a tattoo. I'm gonna use that money on a tattoo, and I know what type of tattoo. I'm just not gonna say it out loud here. Wow, he waited! He waited for the fog to clear! You saw that? He waited. He stood there and waited. I will say though, the tattoo I'm planning to have it be on my arm. My right arm. And it's meant to be a Christmas present. That's all I'm gonna say. Ada! I almost forgot you're here, Ada. I feel like this is someone's fantasy. He's checking up on this gen. Fuck you, man. I hope we didn't 3-gen ourselves. I think we did. Those gens are in close proximity, but I feel like we can be smart about this. How instead of asking me questions, just say a random word and I will talk about something. Because ADHD doesn't have to be a limitation, it could be a benefit. You know, like, I'm able to talk about anything. I'm able to be sidetracked, you know? Okay, if he wants to work on that gen, I get to work here. We just have to be smart about this. I just need my team to lock in. We can do this. Comic books. Okay. Anthony says he likes the new Absolute Batman and Superman series. Here's the thing. Okay, cool. Growing up, I was considered smart. You know, I was considered a very good reader, very good writer. And I was told to stay away from comic books because they were considered picture books and therefore below my reading level. Which is an unfair statement. Because as an adult, getting into comic books, especially as like, I like writing, but I also like art, and I'm starting to realize that maybe graphic novels is what I should be going for. Like, there is a craft to comic books. Like, you have to pick what panel to draw, you know, like what shot, what frame, what scene. You can't fit everything on a page. It's not like a movie where you see like movement and motion. Like, you have to, like, specifically pick certain snapshots, you know? And, like, drawing the expressions, drawing the pose, drawing, you know, the perspective and everything, and then choosing what dialogue goes with what expression, you know? Like, there's an art, there's a craft to comic books and graphic novels. And this is something I'm realizing as an adult, you know? So, like, growing up, they weren't below my... I guess, like, it seems simple. It seems simple because it doesn't seem like a lot of words. I need... Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, shit. Wherever Ada is, I need her to work on a gen. Like, he cannot chase all of us. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm getting into comic books, and I just feel like, because, like, my hobbies used to be reading and writing, you know, and then the pandemic happened, and my interest shifted from reading and writing to art and gaming. And then I feel like since art and writing, like, go hand in hand, I feel like if I can just combine those two skills, if I can hone my art skills, I feel like I can be capable of making a graphic novel. Because if I don't feel like writing, then I'm drawing. If I don't feel like drawing, then I'm writing. If I'm not drawing, then I'm writing, you know? Where is he? I'm leading him far, far away. Like, why are you going over here? You should be monitoring the gates, not hunting for me. He can chase me all he wants to. It means my teammates get to escape. I'm gonna mock this killer. Killer can't prioritize. I'm gonna mock this killer in post-game chat. I love killers who can't prioritize. LOL. Chase me and not my teammates at the gate. Heart. There we go. And then you leave. It's like a mic drop. But yeah, I don't really read a lot of comics, growing up. I lost track of how many games I played. All I know is that I think I've lost every one of them. I don't think I've won a game. I don't think I've escaped one. That's kinda sad. That means I lost my- I have one more Fog Vial left. Okay, whatever. Let's see. If we bring Leon up 5... Let's see if we get any Fog Vials. Oh, we got one! Yay. I guess that's something. I guess. Let's see, let me... Okay, decrease. Expansion time, size, duration, and cooldown. Okay, that sounds OP enough. But yeah, it's like my first comic book was it was a Batman comic book, and it was assigned reading for a college class. And this college class was called American Apocalypse, where we just studied, you know, dystopias and like literature where like there are different how people interpret like the world ending. Like not exactly like an apocalypse, but like an end of a lifestyle or an end of life as we know it. Like a shift, like a major shift in life. Something like that. And then like in this Batman comic book, I think it's called Year One. Someone correct me. I think Batman was just starting out, and then you just see how like fucked up Gotham is and everything. So that was my first comic book, and I actually wrote my reflection assignment on how like this is my first comic book, because growing up they were considered below my reading level, but then now as a college student I've developed an appreciation for them. Like there is craft, there is thought, a lot of thought that goes into, you know, a good comic book. And same thing with books. You can't just like put words in a page and hope it sells. Like the story has to flow. Readers love symbolism. They love Easter eggs. They love plot twists, you know, plot twists that make sense. So like there's a craft to everything, but I just feel like comic books aren't bad. And they get a bad rap just because they're considered picture books. But I feel like if a kid is, I feel like there's still value in them, you know? Batman Year One by Frank Miller. That one's great. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That's basically, yeah, I think that's what I read. Anthony says, along with Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. Oh, okay. I didn't read that one, but yeah, Year One. That sounds familiar. Lori brings Wesker over here. I'm not gonna rescue her. But yeah, before summer break, my summer break ended, I bought Red Hood and the Outlaws, the new 52. I bought volumes 1 through 4 because I really wanted to get into Jason Todd. That character intrigues me. And unintentional, like, I made an OC this year. And I was telling Anthony about my OC, and Anthony says how my OC sounds a lot like Jason Todd. And I'm like, this was unintentional. Anthony says I should watch the Batman Year One animated movie. It's free on YouTube. Maybe one day. There's a lot of things I should watch, and I'm lazy when it comes to watching things. I have to be like really invested in it. I think my dog farted. I smell it from here. I think he's sleeping in the hallway. And then we have a fan on in the hallway, and then the hallway just travels to my room, and then so the air from the fan's traveling along with my dog's fart. Now I'm smelling it. That's great. But it's my dog, so everything's forgiven. Wesker think I went there. I wonder if it's the same Wesker from earlier. Because usually when you play late at night, you just run into the same players. No way that got me. Just seeing him come towards me, that was scary. Well, I have Deliverance, so it's all good. I just need my teammates to lock in. I don't know why they're lacking. Yeah, that's definitely my dog's fart. I've lived with him for 4 years, so... Someone, give me a random word, I'll talk about it. I feel like that's easier than asking a question. Cause like ADHD, I think I tried to talk about this earlier. ADHD doesn't have to be a limitation. It can be a superpower if you can form it. Like, think of it as clay. You know, like, you probably don't need clay. And clay is kind of gross to play with. It gets your hands messy. But if you can form it into the right tool, it's actually, like, very useful. Anthony says Wednesday Season 2. I didn't even finish Wednesday Season 1. I think... Anthony, I think it was for my birthday. 2023. We tried to watch Wednesday Season 1. I think we tried to binge it over a weekend. We got, like, 3 or 4 episodes in. And I stopped watching it, and then we never picked it up again. It wasn't that I wasn't interested, I feel like I was getting tired, because it was nighttime. And we were trying to watch as much as we could. And it was only 3 or 4 episodes in. And we never picked it up. And then now Wednesday Season 2 is out, and it feels like it's forever. I feel like Season 1 came out 22, right? Because if we watched it for my birthday 23, then it must have come out 22. And it's just like, I mean, first of all, they're lucky Jenna Ortega still looks young. The same way that I still look like a student at 28 years old. Like, if I was an actor, I feel like I would be casted, like, constantly casted in roles where I play a high school student. Because at my job, I still look like a high school student. I'm going to go down here and heal up. And hope that Wesker doesn't bother me down here. Anthony says, yeah, the show isn't amazing, but it's fine, maybe 7.5 out of 10. Which is kinda disappointing, coming from Tim Burton. Like, you would assume something, like... I don't know, I was just, I guess, assuming better, but, you know, it's whatever. Fun, though, yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I think the most fun thing to come out of that show was people flipping Wednesday's hairbangs. In stores that employees have to put up signs, please stop flipping Wednesday's hairbangs. It's like Harry Potter, but cheesier. I felt like Harry Potter had more charm. Wesker, leave me the fuck alone. Wesker's getting greedy. He's slugging all these people. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would pick up the show. I'm lazy when it comes to watching stuff. Like, I won't... Like, if people say, you should watch this movie, you should watch this show, like, I will procrastinate the fuck out of that. unless I'm really invested, unless I'm really interested, or unless it has an actor I like, you know? But if it doesn't have any of those things, then I'm most likely not gonna watch it. Or it'll take me forever, you know? Just because I would much rather be gaming. I'm more of a gamer. I mean, I don't even pay for a streaming service. I just borrow Anthony's, or Anthony shares with me. The only thing I pay for is YouTube Premium, just because YouTube Premium also covers YouTube Music. And through YouTube Music, I'm able to play my Black Veil Bride's music. Anthony says he's not a gamer at all. Yeah, he watches shows and movies. So if I tell him to watch, Anthony will literally watch anything. Which is the opposite of me. I won't watch anything. I am very picky. I am very picky with my time. But yeah, I'd rather game. I pay for YouTube Premium just so I can play my Black Veil Bride songs on YouTube Music. And then when I binge stuff in the background, it's come on, Mia. Lock in. Lock in, Mia. She messed up. She messed up in the last skill check. Oh, Nancy. I haven't won one game tonight, so I'm sorry, Nancy. I'm not Steve. Oh, man. See, I escaped one trial. I achieved something. I got an achievement, or, yeah, whatever that they call it now. But the fact that I haven't gotten that hadn't appeared all night, which meant that I have lost every single game for the past 1 hour and 22 minutes. This is the first game I've won for the night. I'm sorry, Nancy, but I needed it. Let's see. Let's give Leon another 5 levels, and then another Fog Vial should show up. 2 brown Fog Vials. You know what? I'll take it. RPD map. Let's go. Okay. While I'm rambling, another minute 30 ad.
Time to go.
Oh, welcome back from the ad. Whoever was hit with it. We're playing another game. think Michonne is in our lobby. I mean, I saw her. I didn't know the person switched out last minute. I'm just gonna make this my last game. I won one game out of how many matches, I don't know, but I feel like this would be a good stopping point. I just didn't know, I couldn't decide when to stop, but I figured this would be a good stopping point, so this will be my last game. Hopefully it's a good one. If this sucks, I'm playing another game, but if it's a decent game in terms of Dead by Daylight, you know, then yeah. Because I guess for today, we were just, you know, going over the Fog Vials, seeing how they worked. And then next Monday, we are, you know, still playing Dead by Daylight. I'm going to be playing Dead by Daylight until I die by daylight, you know? I'm still trying to figure out when to stream the Resident Evil 3 remake. Because, you know, every month I'm streaming a Resident Evil game in preparation for Resident Evil 9. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! I missed this map. I didn't, and I took this map for granted in June. Don't look back, don't look back. Holy shit, no way that worked. Women, leave me alone. Yeah, I didn't take advantage of this enough. Like, I had all the time in the world to play this game, or to play on this map. Of course, I would be downed first with Deliverance. This game helps me feel wanted. She did not want to let me go. She was obsessed with my ass. Now I'm gonna miss the show in the main building. Well, at least two of my teammates are, like, standing on business, so I can't be mad. But yeah, what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. All I remember was seeing Freddy Fazbear's, and then, my train of thought before that just went out the window. So yeah, let's talk about ending the game. Oh yeah, I'm playing a Resident Evil game every month. I was not talking about Brendan. I was talking about his farts earlier, but you know. But yeah, so I'm playing a Resident Evil game, that are PC friendly. So, I did not play Resident Evil 0 or 1 or the originals. I'm sorry. For July, which was last week, I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon and Claire's campaigns. Holy fucking shit. I'm gonna look for that glowing totem. I'm so mad. We haven't even gotten a totem or gen done. I see a glowing totem. Killer can go fuck herself. Yeah, so, I played Resident Evil 2 Remake last month. So for August, this month, is Resident Evil 3 Remake, and I'm just trying to pick a day, a good day or a good week to do it. If I can do it in one day, it'll probably be a Friday stream. Otherwise, I might split it between Monday and Wednesday. Because it's a relatively short game, and if I can speed run it properly, the more it'll be, you know, a short playthrough. Resident Evil 4 Remake will be in September, and that's gonna be Friday, because I can complete that game in one sitting. And then October will be Resident Evil 5, which will be my first time playing it. Michonne, can we not? Please? I'm trying to finish something here. Thank you. Anyways. Now I want to see the show here. I want to see the show. And then, so October's Resident Evil 5. November will be Resident Evil 6. And then December will be Resident Evil 7. January will be Resident Evil 8. And then February, Resident Evil 9 will come out. Someone should go rescue Michonne. I'm not going to, because she almost led the killer to us while I was busy. And also, I may be a policeman, but I'm not Rick, so... Thank you, whoever that was. I want to work on this gen, so I can watch Freddy Fazbear perform. I fucking hate everything. Horror Nights. I cannot wait. They're gonna have a Freddy Fazbear's house, and I told Anthony I would only go this year if they would had Freddy FNAF house. I wasn't supposed to go last year, because last year the lineup didn't really interest me. But Anthony said he was gonna go alone, and knowing him and how he likes drinking, I was like, yeah, you need a designated driver. So I went with him, and Anthony braved the Insidious house by himself. So everyone applaud Anthony in the chat, because the Insidious house is scary, so I've heard. I didn't even go with him. Anthony went by himself, so good job. I went through what I call the lesbian house, and by lesbian house I meant it was the daughters of horror icons, like Daughter of Frankenstein, Val Helsing, Dracula, something like that, and I called it the lesbian house. The girls were cute there. Anyways. But then this year, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Fallout, and Friday the 13th, and the Nordic one, the snow one. They advertised it with a wolf, and I really want to see that wolf. I want to pet that dog. So, yes. These people are just like rescuing each other back and forth. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm definitely Anthony and I want to go to Horror Nights. Like, we were so hyped up for Horror Nights this year that we sold our tickets for the Dodgers versus Padres game in August. In August, it is August. Like 20 days from now. I hope she didn't see me. Okay, those people can die. They've just been, like, taking turns getting hooked. I just realized the Fog Vial can hide my aura, I think. So if someone gets hooked, this can... If the killer has barbecue and chili, this can protect me, I think. Anthony can't wait to go through the Terrifier house at Horror Nights. You know, Art the Clown will be great. Anthony wants to get wet. Anthony wants Art the Clown to make him wet. Which is a wild thing to say. But yeah, I would rather not. I didn't watch the movies. I'm not into gore. So I'm good. I don't think the killer's gonna pick Michonne up. Because the killer wants me dead too. This killer's sweaty. No, wait. I hope she didn't see me. Oh, she picked herself up. Cool. Yeah, killer's tired. Hopefully she didn't see me. I don't think this is enough time. No way. That's so cheap. Mori me! Wow, the hook is such a cheap way out. That was close though. That was close. I don't know how she got back. No, actually I know how she got back to me. This killer's cheap. No wonder everyone hates Tokyo Ghoul. Whatever. I was last one standing. I was close. I was close. Thumbs down. But I feel like if you give people thumbs down, they're more upset compared to like a slur or something more inappropriate. No, Leon, we're done. We're done here, Leon. Well, that was the Fog Vial. Tonight was Fog Vial night. I hope you guys were entertained. Monday's Dead by Daylight. Reminder that Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Anthony and I host movie nights on my Discord server. For the past 2 weeks, we've watched Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, and next Tuesday, on the 12th, will be The Dark Knight Rises. The point of these movie nights is to give myself dedicated time where people expect something from me. Okay, Anthony, quoting Leon, count me in. Thank you. That deserves a Leon emote. There we go. And so it gives me dedicated time to work on my writing, my novel writing that I've struggled with for the past 6 years. But now that I have pinpointed my ADHD and my therapist is helping me work around it to accommodate it and find something that works for me, I'm putting aside time to, have a movie night Tuesday night. You guys can expect something from me and I have to deliver. So while that movie is playing, I'm putting aside time for me to work my writing. So Dark Knight Rises, next Tuesday, 9:30, and then Wednesday's streaming, and the additional movie night on Tuesday just helps my work week, go by so much faster. So, I'll see you guys Monday. If I don't see you Monday, please be there Tuesday. If you need the invite link to my Discord server, DM me or Anthony on Instagram. I think we're pretty easy to find. I think our Instagram usernames are on my Twitch channel. So, yeah. Have a good weekend, everyone. It's Wednesday already. It's also 11:11, so make a wish. Good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the zombies bite.